8 minutes after 1 o'clock. Welcome to 7:02 Afternoons with me, Relebogile Mabocha, on this Monday, the 27th of January. Everybody should be paid by now. Payday should have happened. We should be in the zone. I hope you had a fantastic weekend, and I hope it's going to be a beautiful week ahead. Coming up on the show, a simple question I'm going to ask, and I wish I could find the people that inspired this conversation. And I say people because I saw at least 3 people asking about names. Now, this woman was sharing her experience where she said, guys, we need new names. Too many common names. And I'll give you an exercise just to prove that she's correct, that there are too many common names. Share the common names, but also share maybe the new names we could include in options of names. Okay, a young lady, I know I saw her on TikTok. I unfortunately cannot find it anywhere, so I could just credit her and the person I saw on Twitter that inspired this conversation. So the lady was expressing to say she went to a kiddies party and her nephew's name is Khanya. And she's like, guys, can we please look at some new names? Because every time she was screaming, Khanya, while the kids were playing at this party, 7 other kids responded because their names are also Khanya. So she's like, we need some new names. And I don't know if needing new names means the direction of making up new names, or maybe needing new names is dipping into the pool of names that maybe aren't used that much. So I'm going to give you all a simple exercise to do. Take out your phone, wherever you are, and I want you to search one of 3 names in your contacts book. And you must tell me how many of them there are. I'm going to keep it simple. So search the names Lerato, search the name Karabo, search the name Lebu, that's another common one. Search the name Tepo, search the name Tebogo, Katlego, and you'll see how many of them pop up, because I have so many Leratos in my phone book. I'm a Lebu, even though it's the shortened version. Karabo is another common name. Le bangata man, le bangata bo Karabo, bo Tebogo. Search the name John. How many Johns are there? Sorry, Pullman, no insults to you, but how many Johns are there? Or Jonathans? All these common names. And I just want to hear from you if you think that we could get a little bit creative, or maybe start going back to those very rich names, historical names. They could be very African names. They could be names that are derived from Latin names that we could be using. Now, my strategy when choosing names for my son was I wanted a very deep, meaningful name. So the one name is Okayeng, which is my son's second name. And I have never met an Okayeng in my life. That name was my grandmother's oldest sister's name. So my oldest living grandparent at the time, and the story of Okayeng and how it came about, and what it means. Such a rich, deep, meaningful name, which I only fully understood the meaning after he had been given that name. And culturally, you go, or reka libitso, you give a gift, you give a bit of money to have the name. That's his second name. His first name is Mukotlehi. Mukotlehi, a rich Tswana name that I had never heard before. And that came from my mom, who was like, this name, Mukotlehi. Or Mukompei. So what are these names that maybe we're not giving as much attention as Bolerato, Bokarabo? And I also know of African people or black people in South Africa that are exploring non-African names. And I'm not talking about English names, non-African names. But before I get to that, I want to read you some of the popular names in South Africa. You've got Enzoguhle, Letabo. Letabo was another common one. Bo Letabo, Lewangata. Meloguhle, Amahle, Oguhle, Junior. Oh, guys, can we just be honest about the name Junior? It's Junior like a real name? Because I always think junior is you wanted to name your child after you. So instead of saying, Relebogile Mabocha the second, they just become junior. Okay. And another one, Siyabonga. That's a very common one. The same as Bongile, common one, which translates to Relebogile. Umphile bokamoso lesedi. Retabile. Amogelang. I know a few amogelangs. Yo, bo Tato, my older brother get Tato. There are so many Tatos. Libo untatile. So what are the names that you think we should go back to so that we can attend parties in peace, calling people comfortably, and knowing we're not going to have 7 other people call their names. Now, I have to tell you a funny story regarding names that happened in this building. So I am a Relebogile. I don't meet many Relebogiles in my life. And it's shortened to Lebo, though other people, by other people, I mean all the listeners that choose names for me every day. Now, I'm the only Relebogile in the building. Sometime last year, I received a package that was gifted to Relebogile. And the card, beautiful, but I couldn't track down who had sent this package to me. It was a beautiful gift package. There was some wine, there was chocolates, there were flowers. And I thought, wow, this is wonderful. Only to find out, like, when they were saying at work, yo, Relebogile, so sorry. We didn't realize there was a new Relebogile. You are the only Relebogile in the building. So I come back to work this year, and guess who I'm working with? Newest member on our digital team, Relebogile. So I tell her the story about how I got her gift by mistake, but believed it was mine because the message on the card was so personal. We started talking, and it turns out we have so much in common. Also, Limpopo vibes. How wild is that? So my name also might be starting to become a lot more common. But what are those names? 011 883 0702 and the WhatsApp line 072 702 702. What are these new names we need to just get into the system of this new generation? Generation Beta. The new generation is Generation Beta. We need new names for the kids. What are they? 072 702 1702.
How about Jemima?
Jemima.
Oh, wow, Jemima. Tabang.
Guys, I've never heard of the name Jemima. It's okay. Where is Jemima from? I've never heard of it. One says, and by the way, Matlakala might have been born from infidelity. Yo? Yeah, that's another thing. Hi, Lebo, my daughter's names are Spesi Lesedi. Both names, I wish I could call her Milistando, Grow Love. That's from Bongane in Tsakane, extension 15. Lebogile, this conversation is funny because I'm a Lerato. My phone has 5 other Leratos. My family is also notorious for recycling names because there's 3 other Leratos, meaning if you search my name and surname on LinkedIn or Facebook, 3 faces pop up. I named my kids unique names because I have only heard one other Zinati, and my son's names are Mange, and he's the only one that I know. Oh, you know which name is beautiful that I think I only know one person is Zimkita. I don't know if Zimkita is common. I don't know if it's common. We take your calls, 011 883 0702. We've got GP from Pretoria. GP, how's it?
Good day, Lebu. Say later, Lebu. I just wanted to bring in this issue. In our language, you know very well, a male, or Monica, you find the name is Monica. It comes because this Monica is named after one of the family. Actually, in our culture, you can ask your old man; he knows about it. The first name comes from the parents, or my parents in this case. The second one comes from my wife. The third one would either come from my wife, or if not, it would be someone in the family, be it Monica. But now we have a son. The name would be Monica or Masamuel.
How?
That is how it goes.
So your son's name could be Monica.
Look, my son's name could be Monica.
Or Dorothy.
Whatever. Because his name number You can ask him, he will tell you.
I'm definitely going to do that. Thank you so much for your call, GP from Pretoria. Another one, a person on SMS is saying the name suggestions are laptop, spanner, dynamo, and nyati. Hi, Relebogile, I'm Untatile, and my name wasn't so popular back in the day. I knew 2 other people who were older than me with the name. It became popular with my 2000. Does it annoy me? Yes, but I've made peace with it. Be that as it may, I beg to differ. Kids are being given beautiful names. The names I've heard recently are Unkemezi, Reakantswi, Arata, Yana, and Ame. There are some beautiful names. I think because also we are in the era of wanting to know more about ourselves. We're becoming deeper. Let's go to Kolo in the East Rand. Kolo, go ahead.
I've got a weird one.
Yes.
My name is States. You know how you say United States of
You
America?
lie. States.
I am serious. It's like my VIN number. I'm serious. And I've never found anybody, whether I search LinkedIn, the socials, there's no one named States. And that's my name.
So let me ask you a question. Have you ever been to Zim?
No.
I can bet money that there's someone in Zim whose name is States. When you ask the parents why they named you States, Baring?
Well, my mother pushed me to my dad's fights, but I was still a bit young to ask those questions. And by the time I was like older, about to get my ID, unfortunately, my dad passed away. So I just stuck to that name because it was given to me by my late dad. But that's the thing. I've never found anybody who their name is States. So yeah, that's just the weirdest one.
In future, when you call this show, we will only address you as States.
Oh my word. Oh my word.
Please respect us too. States from the East Rand. Thank you for your call. Lesego from Florida, go ahead. Yeah, bo.
Yeah, we also have a Mutlutleki in my family. So 1994, when Mandela became a president, my late aunt named the son Mutlutleki President Pule. The same name is Pule. So we also, so we also have a Mutlutleki in my family.
So do you? What is the nickname ya Mutlutleki? Do you guys say Tlotli or what do you say? Because Koskolong ba mitsa Mutlo, ba mitsa Tlotla. Ah.
No, he's mostly called by the president's name, so we call him Moprese. So, but the name Moprese. Moprese, yeah.
No, guys, please fix
that's
it.
A beautiful name, like, yeah.
Listen, please stop referring to that child as Moprese.
The other name, he's president. It's Mutlutleki President Pule.
Thank you so much, Lesego, for your call there. Hi, Lebo, have you ever heard of the name Computer? Sitting at an East Rand hospital, they were calling the names and everybody turned around and looked. Computer. And then what do you nickname these people with names like Computer? Comp, Bracomp, Rakadi Comp, like I'm not sure. I've got 2 daughters. It took me a while during their pregnancies to decide on their naming. And we decided not to name them after nobody in our families. We named their Kabwenke, Laura, and Omunke, Aurelia. This is from Manga in Bella Bella. Last one. My name is Sizwe. My 1-year-old son's name is Makwande, which I named. And my mom gave him his second name, Langeliche, which I love so much. We have so many beautiful names. Let's explore. Let's try them out. And as the previous caller said, that she's not even going to be looking for a Zulu name or even a black name. She wants to go Gaelic, Irish. That's what's up. It's 1:30.
702 Afternoons
with Relebogile Mabotja
on 702.